Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me for another office hours training. I'm Crystal Elgun, your financial strategist, and if you've been watching this, you probably can tell that I absolutely love what I do, right? And part of being that strategist, and I think the part that I love the most, is helping you to heal and redefine your personal financial relationship, right? In order for you to be able to grow and thrive. Also, I love when you have some aha moments, some self-discovery moments, when you can see what no longer serves you so that you can release all that madness in order to soar. Because that's where the breakthroughs are. That's when you start to shift, and that's where the magic happens, right? So all of August, I dedicated to life insurance because it's so very, very, very important. And the first 2 weeks in August, I spoke about misconceptions of life insurance, and there's a ton of them. So please go back and watch those episodes so that you can see what misconceptions you had so that you can then move past those misconceptions and take advantage of this very, very powerful tool. Last week, I decided to start digging into why life insurance is important in different uses of life insurance so that you can start to understand that it's so much more than just for the funeral, right? And so let's look at today more ways, or another way that you can use life insurance. And that's way number 6, for building cash, right? And so 5 reasons or examples of how using a permanent life insurance policy can help provide additional financial stability and wealth building opportunities, right? For you today, for your children tomorrow, and for the generations that follow you. So one of those ways is accessing funds for emergency. So again, remember, building cash value, right? So accessing funds for emergencies is one example. And so let's say you're experiencing a financial emergency, unexpected medical expense or home repairs, right? The cash in a permanent life insurance policy can be accessed through a policy loan or withdrawal, providing readily available source of funds without needing to rely on high interest credit cards or personal loans or go into debt. Medical debt, right? Or medical issues that require surgery, hospital stays, travel. You might have some disease and traveling back and forth, somewhere. Or I remember a good friend of mine had cancer, and he went to, I can't think of the really prestigious hospital, but he went for treatment, and it wasn't hospital stay, but he had to literally rent an apartment. Well, somebody had to pay for that. And with this type of policy, with a certain type of policy, or a, chronic illness rider, you might be able to pull funds, right? So you either could pull funds from this permanent policy or have that rider that says they'll pay for that sort of thing if it happens to you. And so the number 2 cause of people financial hardships and wiping out all of their money is for medical expenses and medical emergencies. So one way to use that cash value is being able to access the funds in case of any emergency. And I just specifically talked about medical emergency. Number 2, supplementing retirement income. And so as you approach retirement, The cash value in that permanent life insurance policy can be used to supplement your retirement income. So you can access that cash again for covering living expenses, healthcare costs, or even in travel, all without tapping into any other type of retirement savings. Or you might not have any other type of retirement savings outside of Social Security. So this, again, provides additional financial security during retirement and helps to ensure that you maintain your desired lifestyle. Most people, when they retire, there's a reduction in their income, right? Because they don't have that full-time income that they had. Most companies these days, and for the last 10 or 15 years, there's been no pension. So if all you're going to get is Social Security, how are you going to supplement that, right? Because you might not want to work until you are called home to glory. How are you going to supplement that? Setting that life insurance policy up and making sure it's funded enough in the cash value to be able to pull money down to supplement that retirement. You can use it for starting or expanding a business. If you're an entrepreneur, you know we always need money, right? The cash value in your insurance policy can be used as a source of capital to either start a new business or expanding an existing one. And so you can borrow against the policy or withdraw the cash value, providing a flexible funding source. So you may have heard at some point in some entrepreneur story where they'll say, oh, I put $100,000 from my life insurance policy to start my business. That's how they were able to do that cash value that has built up in that policy. And in most instances, their parents started a policy for them when they were very young. So that cash value has built over time in order to them to be able to do that, right? Your business may need a capital injection to help with business growth. You can pull from that policy without relying on external financial financing from lenders. You may not get it, or it may come with stricter terms and higher costs that you definitely will want to avoid. Another way that you can use that cash value building in your life insurance policy is enhancing investment opportunities, right? So the cash value is in a permanent life insurance policy can be accessed to invest in real estate, stocks, or other wealth building opportunities. This allows you to take advantage of financial opportunities that require upfront capital. So when we talk about building generational wealth, and I always say life insurance is one way to do that, but it allows you to be able to use the funds in it to do something else. So, and this is before someone dies. All of these examples are you're using and accessing that cash value while you're still alive, right? And so leveraging that cash value in that policy can increase your wealth, right? And it can support the growth and financial independence. So this also, again, helps with the generational wealth. You now own whatever the asset is and can pass that asset down to your children. So be it real estate, be it art, right? Gold or silver that you can purchase. Again, being able to pass that asset down, to pass down some generational wealth. Because I was having a conversation with somebody and they talked about wanting to pass down generational wealth. And they were like, but I got to figure out, I need to start a business. I need to do something in order to do that. And I'm like, well, wait, let's talk about it some other kind of ways, right? And so this is one of those ways in order to be able to do that. So do me a favor. Think about what you've experienced in the past. Think about 3 incidents where if you could have pulled money from your life insurance policy, you could have made different decisions, made money because of a great opportunity, or purchased an asset that you can now pass down to the next generation without getting a bank loan. Think about those at least 3 experiences and write them out, right? Remember, life insurance is a necessity and it is a really great tool, right? And when I talk about getting your financial house in order, life insurance is part of that. So when you talk about you love your family, the least you can do is have adequate insurance. We, as a people, are missing out on the industry that could help stop the 23 prediction of Blacks having zero wealth. We're missing out on the benefits of having life insurance, and we're missing out on the benefits of having a career in life insurance. We talk about the 2053 prediction, and getting your financial house in order is how we can ensure that the prediction doesn't become a reality. Part of getting your financial house in order is making sure that you have adequate insurance and being able to use insurance to make sure some of these things don't happen, that you don't have to tap into your savings, that your savings and retirement isn't wiped out. Again, using the tool to benefit you. That year 2053 is 29 years away. We can't even wait until 2025 to start working on our finances. We have to start today. So we talk about building generational wealth. Well, how are you going to do that? Right? How are you going to build wealth? How are you going to start today in order to be able to build wealth to pass down to the next generation? The next generation. Life insurance is one of those tools that you can use to do so. And we talk about breaking generational curses. If the curse is going to stop with you, then the new system of success must start with you. You have to get the tools in order to create those new systems of success and pass down the tools, the resources, and the wealth. Okay? So, what is my favorite thing for today? You guessed it. Ding, ding, ding. It is life insurance. And it will be my favorite thing. It is my favorite thing. Life insurance and an efficient and effective budget. Can't go wrong having either one of those. So life insurance is my favorite thing for today. Again, giving you more reasons why you should have life insurance. It's so much more than just for the funeral expense. That's a big part of it, but it's so much more for that. It is a powerful, powerful tool that if you use it and if you plan, right, it can help you and the generations that follow you. So, life insurance, my favorite thing. So, what are some next steps? Complete the life insurance calculator to see how much coverage you should have. That link is below in the description. And the reason why I always want you to start there is because you know all of your information. You can ask those 3 or 4 questions and it'll tell you exactly how much you need. And then we can talk about how we set that up. Is it one policy? Is it a policy for the house? Is it a policy for something else? Getting the policy for this? We can then create the strategy for you to have the coverage that you need. So schedule that free consultation with me. Let's discuss options and strategy. Okay. That link is also in the description. If you need any other type of strategy, credit, you want to do a financial checkup, those links are in there as well. Use those links for that. Whatever it is that you need, make sure you use the correct link because there are questions that's asked when you go to schedule that appointment. And if it's a checkup and those things that have a cost, you can you're able to pay that for those. Life insurance consultations are always free. Again, schedule. The link is below in the description. And then number 3, let's fill in the gaps in coverage that you have. And also let's get your children covered. But in that also, part of that process is creating that plan, creating that whole estate plan for you. And when I say estate, I mean the estate that you're building, the estate that you have now, the estate that you want to pass down. It is financial planning for today, again, tomorrow, and the generations that follow. So if this information has been helpful, subscribe to the channel and then turn notifications on so that you don't miss an office hours training, and also share this information with somebody else. You never know what somebody's been looking for, praying for. You never know what they need. So share the information. Don't be a gatekeeper to this information. You came here and you got it for free. Let somebody else get it for free as well, right? And so, as I always say, give yourself some grace. You don't know what you don't know. Forgive yourself for whatever you didn't do and whatever mistakes that you made. Give yourself some grace about all of that, but then take action today. You can't give yourself grace tomorrow because now you've heard this information today. Don't give yourself grace for not taking action, right? But keep striving for your next level, for the next level of your family. Never, ever, ever give up on you. Invest in you. It's the best investment that you will ever make. And I promise you, you will never, ever, ever regret making that investment. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Crystal L. Gunn, your financial strategist and life insurance advisor. Let's connect. And until next time, have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Be sure to join me for the private online Q&A immediately following. The link is in the description. And if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so you never miss this opportunity. Thank you again, and I will see you on the other side.